Watch out now. Watch out, brother. Happy Monday. It's Red Beans and Rice Monday. The Kilo IG, baby. It's homecoming week for FAMU and it's homecoming week for Jackson State. Y'all be safe out there. Don't do nothing crazy, my people. If you see them little youngsters, tell them to take their little ass home, go somewhere else. You already know what time it is. We got to get into it for the football final. Week 9 is in the books, baby. We got some scores. We got some highlights. Grambling head coach Mickey Joseph was fined $5,000 for criticizing the official. What did Mickey say so bad to make those officials, I guess, snitch to the SWAC commissioner? Coach Maynor went 3-0. Excuse me, 0-3 against Coach Eddie Robinson. Is it over for Coach Maynor? Texas Southern. I don't know if you can call beating Grambling an upset now. I mean, is it really an upset? What is that on my screen? Get out of here. Is it really an upset now to beat Grambling? What's going on in Grambling? Southern did Southern stuff against FAMU. Oh well. Valley was actually winning in the fourth quarter. Then UAPB said not today. Prairie View beat up on Texas A&M Commerce for their homecoming. I did not hear any bad reporting about Prairie View homecoming because normally they have some wild stuff going on after their homecoming. So hopefully everybody was safe. Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State. Can anybody stop Irv Mulligan? Man, they need to put his highlight film together, man. Irv, he carved up Bethune-Cookman like they owed him money. I ain't playing. But we're going to get on into it. And you already know what I'm about to tell you. I got this moth or something on this screen. Well, you already know what I'm about to tell you. The last day to vote is November 5th. That's 8 days from now. 8 days. You got 8 days if you have not voted. Please exercise your right to vote. Today's shirt, my Yankees need a victory like Valley need a victory. And they looking good. We already down 2-0. But we're going to get into the a little black known SWAC fact about one of my favorite players that's in the, that comes out of the SWAC. And it's a nice little clip I found about Mr. Robert Brazil, Dr. Doom. That's my man. And $100 grand.
In this week's Journey to Greatness, we hear from a Hall of Fame linebacker. NFL fans in Houston cheer for the Texans these days, but from 1960 to 1996, their team was the Houston Oilers. Several great players donned their classic powder blue jerseys, and one of the best was linebacker Robert Brazil, nicknamed Dr. Doom. Although the Oilers are no more, the Hall of Famer still has fond memories of the franchise and the city.
I got so much that I owe the city. We as Oilers knew one way we can get our fans is go to winning. Von Phillip and the lovely blue guys that I played with turned this city into a Houston Oilers fan. The 10 years I was here, I could count on a sellout crowd here. We love this city.
Brazil grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and it was in the time of schools being desegregated in the South. When he arrived at Viger High School, he was uncomfortable because there were only 4 other black students. But a teacher and a coach gave him the comfort and encouragement to still pursue his dreams.
Back when they first started to integrate in the schools in Mobile, at that time the busing and the law said I had to go to Viger. When I walked on Viger's campus, there was only 5 blacks there. And y'all can imagine my name wasn't Robert Brazil that morning. They called me everything but Robert Brazil. But the one person that influenced me to tell me that it was all right, it was my homeroom teacher, Mrs. Brown, and my defensive coordinator, Coach Clark. They told me that things is going to change, and I had a lot of talent. and to stick with it. Don't let nobody influence you not to do what you like doing. I know you like playing football. I know you like sport. So don't let these kids, which was kids, influence you for not doing what the things you want to do in school.
Brazil was a fine high school player, but his recruitment took a hit when he broke his arm his senior year. Fortunately, he had a cousin who helped him get a chance to walk on at Jackson State, where he'd be teammates with the legendary Walter Payton.
I said, Coach, what about me? And I'll never forget these words. Bob Hill looked at me and said, you young man, you got to make my team. And that's all I need to have. I had been up there, now I was down here doing all that. I got to prove myself all over. And I was a walk-on to Jackson, but I walked from Jackson State to the Hall of Fame.
Brazil would go on to be a first-round pick and play 10 NFL seasons, all with the Oilers. He was a 7-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time first-team All-Pro, and a member of the NFL's All-Decade team for the 1970s. Now that he's a Hall of Famer, he hopes fans remember that he was a player that they could depend on every week because he did start every game of his 10-year career.
I didn't miss no games at Jackson. I played 10 years out here in Houston, never missed a game. So that was the one thing I thought I was good at, being a counter. They can count on Rob Brazil showing up every week.
And there you have it. The great Dr. Doom, Robert Brazil. Walk on. Say again. Walk on at Jackson State. Spent 10 years in Houston. Not only was he inducted to the NFL Hall of Fame, but if you heard him, he never missed a game in 10 years. Last night I was on the inner tubes. That's what I call them instead of the internet. The inner tubes. It's just tubes everywhere. And folks was complaining about something from 3 years ago and of how the HBCUs need recognition and this, that, and the third. I'm like, you have no idea about the history of the SWAC. We have a fan base now that's after the coach that left Jackson State, and you have a fan base like myself who grew up with nothing but SWAC football. So it is what it is, man. But Dr. Doom is the guy. He's the man. Salute to him and much respect. And if you ever meet him, he's just a great all-around person, man. So, drop this link. So if you got something to say, you want to come on up, you're more than welcome. You know me, I fear no man. I thought I almost ended the stream. Boy, I be trying to click stuff now. There's the thing now. Don't be scared. All right. Can anybody stop Irv Mulligan? I'm asking, is there a SWAC defense that can stop Irv Mulligan? I need to know. I'm waiting to see Irv Mulligan go up against Alabama State defense. If he runs over Alabama State defense, I'm talking 100 yards or more, this is going to be something to see. Now, this called He Got Game. This is by this was done by HBCU Go. Now check this out.
Brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. Look at Mulligan in the groove following last weekend's game where he had 138 yards rushing, nearly 8 yards a crack. Yeah, he also had a 54-yard touchdown. Mulligan's big day at the office not only helps beat rival FAMU, Mulligan was named SWAC Co-Offensive Player of the Week. And we saw it. The man has speed, the man has power, and the man has his first touchdown of the day. He got game. Rolling like a Jeep out there, Charlie.
That was Irv Mulligan. Is there a defense that you can think of? I'm thinking Alabama State will have a better chance, but I think they're going to be on the field too long because they don't have an offense. And once Jackson State figures out your offense, their defense are literally like vultures. So, but, it is what it is, man. Now, moving on along to some highlights. Gotta actually give it up to HBCU Go. They actually did a damn good job with the Jackson State highlights this time. Now we're gonna break down some of these plays, but this is the one and only the great Charlie Neal on the call. If you don't know who Charlie Neal is, and if you my age, you don't know who Charlie Neal is, you don't know a damn thing about black college football. BET on a Saturday night.
Jackson State rides in on a 3-game victory wave, sporting the best record in the entire SWAC. Last weekend, Irv Mulligan supercharging the Tigers, hoping to pull off a huge victory against number 18 Florida A&M. But Phil Cookman returns to their friendly confines, fresh off snapping a 6-game losing skid. Luke Sprague working some Wildcat magic off the bench. Today, the Tigers looking to flex their top dog status. The Cats looking to taste that thrill of victory one more time. It's Jackson State and Phil Cookman right now on HBCU Go.
All right, that was the intro between there. Let's start off. Pump and brace a little bit.
One more time. It's Jackson State and Phil Cookman right now on HBCU Go.
All right. First play. Now, as you can see, Jackson State runs a different variant. They don't run that 4-2-5 crap, which is good. Now, just hit me out on this one. We got 1, 2, 3 down linemen. You got your 3 linebackers here. Now, I still think that I know why they cornerback play off, but this is better to stop the run. Now, it didn't work at first, but I'm just giving you better than when I show you what Bethune-Cookman is running. Now, you have the tackle, your left tackle, he's pulling. This down lineman is double team. Now, it's up to the linebacker to come up and make this tackle. Does it happen? No. Look at that. Actually, your tight end is actually blocking. That big old tackle that pulling around there, he's looking for somebody to hit. Because these guys are anticipating him coming into here, thinking the running back is going to run this way. Let it go. Now, everybody's sealed off. Sealed. Now you got I don't know why they sitting here waiting. But you got 2 guys here waiting, and big man now you got a lead blocker in front. That lead blocker right here, he can take either one of them. You can tell this play was going for a long ride. Coming to the right, 10, 20, 25 yards almost. That was almost 25 yards off a center, off a basic run play. All you had was the left tackle pulling, and he came around there and he was ready to roll.
On the run.
But that's fine.
That's Dennis Palmer, Charlie, the freshman. They know how to get the
next play. Now, this confused Jackson State. If you look at the line of scrimmage, all this is an off-balance line, meaning you got guard tackle, then your tight end is behind instead of being on the line of scrimmage. All this was an off-balance line. This is stuff that I remember running from back in the 90s. All it does is a little confusion. Now, Jackson State back in their 4-3.
Sacks, so they're going to try to put pressure on. Looks like they're coming.
All right, they was coming with a blitz, right? Look how clean that pocket is. You got about 2 seconds, maybe 3, to throw that ball. Pocket clean enough. Wide open. Right down the middle.
15 to the 14-yard line. Robert McDaniel on the stop, but the reception made that time by Thomas Nance, the tight end, the grad student for that play.
Next play. Remember that when the tackle, this time instead of using the tackle, they use a tight end to the pull. But look where the ball is going. It's misdirection. Now, look at this defensive end from Jackson State. Right here, I got the thing on him. He's crashing down. Watch this. Sidesteps him. But that little chip block is just enough. Just enough.
Looking right. Springs.
Look at him. Got all day. All day to throw the ball.
The man open and got a touchdown.
That was great defense, but that was better offense and a better place to place the ball.
To make that
That was Bethune-Cookman's first touchdown. Look at that. You see him coming across. See, that's great defense. But that ball placement there, you can't beat that. Now, Jackson State, ground and pound. You got to give it up to Jackson State. They had a freshman right guard. Yeah, you can say Bethune or whatever. I don't give a damn who you are. That young man is 17, most likely 18 years of age, and came and played grown man football. So Jackson State is recruiting well in the trenches. Now, look at the pocket. Look how clean this is. Look at the blocking. Everybody has a hat on somebody. Yeah, he's getting away from him, but it's clean enough.
The pass is Morgan.
Wide open.
Complete on the near side of this Jonas Fortillion. Johnny Harris stopping him defensively, a gain of 21. That's all the transfer.
All right. Now, Bethune, they went out of that. They know that Jackson State is a running football team. They went away from that 4-2-5. They went to a damn near 5-3 trying to stop the run. You know you're in trouble when you're at a 5-3 and you can't stop the run. What I mean 5-3, five defensive linemen, or 4-3, 4 defensive linemen, and then 3 linebackers back here. That's all to stop the run.
First he lost.
All right. This RPO, Jackson State is getting better and better running at it. The reason why you see this defensive end right here stop, you see, he has to break down. He has no idea. Look at this man behind him. This can be an easy pass and catch, or it can hand it off. It's called RPO.
After Deion Sanders left us, they coach. And there you go. Look at running all the way.
That easy.
39 yards.
See how fast that linebacker got froze. That 1 or 2 little, that 1.5 second in college football will make you look silly. Look, see, as you can see, he's in position. He is in position. There's nobody between this defender and the football, but he froze. For what reason he froze, I don't know. Watch. Now, he hands the ball off. I guess he thought the quarterback was going to keep the ball, but he handed the ball off. And like I said, that 1.5 seconds, and check this out. Just go. Downfield blocking, all you got to do is get in the receiver's way. Now, Bethune has the ball again. Remember what I told you about that off-balance line again? All right, you got a guard and tackle over here. You have no tight end. Now, look, you got guard, tackle, tight end, and you got a running back or a wide receiver here. This is an unbalanced line. Old school football.
Running back spot. Spray.
Now, they almost got him this time. On the side where the unbalanced line was, but look how many people are open. 1, 2, 3 people are wide open.
Looking to pass, throws.
I told you, 3 people was wide open. But them hits will start to take a toll on you. Next play. Now they back into the pro set. 3 to the left, 1 in single coverage, running back. Jackson State is in a 4-2. And looks like they're ready to blitz. But watch this. I think, yeah, they come out the blitz.
Sprague from Springfield, Pennsylvania.
Now, secondary. I wish that camera could be the other way. Look what's behind there. Look at this man here. He wide open. Lucky he didn't see him. He came back to the other side. I don't know what's going on with Jackson State left side of their defensive backfield, but they've been having trouble, and that's something that you can exploit. That man was wide open, man. unlike the Southern and FAMU game that I live streamed, Southern quarterback would have missed that man.
Charlie, Luke Sprague in total control of this offense right now. You know what?
Yeah. Okay, it's 14-10. Jackson State got a field goal. Now, FAMU say they cooking. They going back to what's working.
Situation. No, they don't want to play a game like that. They got those trips receivers down here on the bottom. Can look to find someone breaking loose. They give Sprague time.
Hardly any pressure. This is the second quarter. They hadn't made any adjustment. Hardly any pressure. This quarterback is slow as molasses. But when you're not getting pressure, Bethune gave it all in that first half. This is how you block. This is how you block them guys, man. Because them some athletes Jackson State got. Wide open. Oh, roll out. They keep they just decoy. I guess they think folks are gonna fall for it. They quit falling for it after the first play, using that left tackle or that tight end to act like they're gonna be a lead blocker in that trap play. It didn't work.
Kid is getting it done. Play action, Sprague throws, man open, first down.
They was killing Jackson State with these passes.
That's Lorenzo Jenkins, good for 23 yards.
Now, as you get closer to the end zone, your field of play shrinks. Your play calling has to be adjusted. I don't think Bethune-Cookman did a good job of adjusting their plays once they got closer down up in there. He still has time. Look at that. Look how clean that pocket is. You got one open. You got two open. This guy at the bottom, he has help because he's pointing.
Sprague looking over the middle, has it complete to the tight end.
Hit him straight down the middle.
Down to the 10-yard line. They get the first down and move the sticks by 7 points.
And they end up kicking a field goal.
Has the distance, and it is good. Morgan.
Now, this is the end of the second half. End of the second quarter. 2-minute offense. Jackson State runs a 2-minute offense with running the football. Check this out.
Handing off.
Look how fast he hits that hole. You have a defender. I got the little cursor on the defender. He should be stopped for no gain, right?
First down.
That defender fell down. That defender that was supposed to make the tackle, the curse is on him. He's on the ground. That's why I say, can anybody stop early? Look at that. Now, this was the play where the referee said somebody ran into him on the sideline. That was one of the best runs I've seen from Irvin. The flag was look.
Sideline interference. Jackson. 15-yard penalty from the spot to foul. First down.
And then 6 right now.
That's crazy. All right, next play. Pass play. Wide open.
And it's complete.
To me, that pass was too low.
Again, Taekwon Henderson, or rather, the coach over there. Back to pass.
Bang.
One-on-one in the end zone.
Great footwork, man.
Standing play was the inbound.
Now, I want to show that again. Now, young wide receivers, pay attention to how this man places his feet.
Back to pass.
So it's just a regular fly pattern. You just on the fade to the outside. Only the wide receiver can get this. The defensive back, where you wrong at right now, my brother, as you see his head turning, your head needs to turn. You still looking at his eyes. His eyes have turned. You still looking forward. You cannot stop a pass like that. One-on-one. That's I'm slowing it down for a reason. Little hand fighting, no big deal. Now the wide receiver sees the ball. Defensive back still has not turned his head around. Now he's turned. The wide receiver's turned his whole body around. The wide receiver whole body's turned around. This defensive back has not turned around yet. What are you doing, young brother? Look at the placement of those feet. In the NFL, that's a catch. You see that? Ball is secured. Look, he has the sense enough to look at those feet. Great catch. Horrible coverage. Yeah, he inbounds.
Was he inbound? We'll wait for the referees to say we see the arms up. That's Jonas Fortillion, the young man we've been talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Cortillion, that is just beautiful. Look at that. They're going to even slow it down. Watch these feet. That defensive back still ain't turned around. He just looking at hands. Now, if I'm a defensive back, if I'm in that position, you ain't catching no touchdown. I take the 15 in college. I'm hitting your ass. You are not getting no touchdown on me. Look at that. He already started to drag that right foot. Look at that. In the NFL, that's look at that. Possession. Both feet in.
Reach and he gets his feet down. Great
Beautiful.
body control. Great catch. The freak looking like a monster out here. And that's the kind of combination that
Can't beat that, man.
What a great play. It was good wall.
All right. This is the third quarter. This is when Bethune was thinking about the little girls at the homecoming dance or something because it's starting to get ugly for Bethune. Look how wide open this is. I'm starting to like this route more and more and more in the SWAC. Southern runs are great. Well, when Southern plays great, they run this to perfection. All this is the your wide receiver or your tight end coming across the middle because everybody's afraid about getting beat downfield. Look how many defenders are played off the ball. Yes, they playing in man coverage or a zone or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. It's an easy pitch and catch. Well, almost scored. Why are you playing so far back when you go at the 20-yard line? Yeah.
You got a guy by the name of Mulligan that knows how to run it. You keep feeding him until he gets into the end zone, punches it in. Right now, first lead of the game, JSU. Third down and 6.
All right, now this is when JSU defense started to come alive. It's like, okay, you back to passing.
Now for Bethune. Play action, rolling right.
Watch this. Quarterback has no chance. The only thing I can say about this, keep your head up, defensive lineman, because you know how they like to call or linebacker. They love to call targeting. Thank goodness he had his hand on him first, because they'll call targeting on that.
Steps up.
He grabbed him.
This will be the first one of the afternoon.
First sack, and he stuck, but he's been getting hit all game.
Defensively on Luke's break. And he just got a shot of.
All right. Jackson has the ball again. Now, when you're in this situation here, this is another RPO. When you can tell that these two are more of a threat than the one-on-one coverage. The reason why you have 3 defensive backs over here to give her help on the speedster. Does it work?
Raymond Woody Jr.
Oh, they run the ball. RPO. Now you got the majority of your defense is over here on my left, on the left side of the screen. Guess what happens?
Coach at Bethune going around the left
whoop,
side. There's
whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at that.
Still on his feet. Correction.
That's pure talent. That's a freshman. Freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. That was a great one. You fooled him. And it was just awesome. RPO. You now fake the handoff. Your linebackers are frozen. Look at the time he has to throw that. There's nobody near him.
Pass under the end zone.
Wide open.
And on the reception, Isaiah Spencer. PC Taylor to remember.
Now, Jackson State did make the quarterback change. I don't know if it was because he wanted to see this young man play, or he wanted to get him some reps, or to confuse the other team. But whatever. Hey, this was a nice pass.
Because they have come out energized in this second half, driving down 2 touchdowns. That one, money in the bank. Isaiah Spencer. And that caps an 85-yard drive.
85 yards, man. All right, Jackson State, they smell blood. Now, remember they have that off-balance line again. Now Jackson State has adjusted to it. Okay, we got enough on this backside to say, okay, we dare you to come over here. Look what happens. Got enough time. It's looking pretty decent right now. Collapsing. Remember I told you they got enough athletes said, I dare you to come run towards us. Number 2, did what he was supposed to do. He didn't try to go balls to the walls and try to get back there. Okay, we know you're going to pass. I have faith in my secondary. You're going to try to run or try to whatever. I got you. Yeah, he hurt. Drew Thompson that's a different animal though, man. Him and Webb. Jackson State get the ball back. This RPO, it seems to be confusing a lot of people. All you got to do is assign one man to the running back, one man to the quarterback. That's how you stop RPO. All this freezing here. See, look. Everybody froze. Right up the middle.
Keeping it on the ground, bouncing it to the outside. Here we go down the sideline. Once again,
now, quarterback, I know you happy to be in the game, but don't you run your ass down there again. Another run play. Hat on hat, everybody blocked. You got one man right here where the mouse is. You can make this tackle. You can be a hero, young brother.
Going off the left side, they give it
nope.
Matthews still rolling.
Still rolling. If you notice, I pointed out the man that couldn't make the tackle a couple of times. Why stop it? You cannot arm tackle. I don't care how small these kids is. Oh, the field goal.
Did make 2 against Florida A&M, 36 and 37 yards. This one's up. That's the distance, and it is good. So he does a great job on the offensive line too.
All right, this is the last one. Then I'm gonna go ahead and stop it after this.
They go around the right side.
That's just a straight quarterback keeper. But by this time, they realized that it was over, man.
Number 6.
So
this ball game, that's why they're up by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, just straight quarterback keepers. I mean, it. Get out of bounds, man. All right, that was the Jackson State versus Bethune. That was in a nutshell. I mean, you see how what I mean by can anyone stop Irv Mulligan? I don't see a defense except Alabama State, but how long can they last? Alabama State held Alabama A&M to 3 points until the 4th quarter. But Alabama A&M also had 4 turnovers. Jackson State is turnover prone. This game against Bethune-Cookman, they didn't have a turnover. So hopefully they can keep that going. Like I said, I'm still looking to see a school that's dominant back-to-back in the SWAC. Now, do I think Jackson State is going to be dominant over UAPB? That's a possibility. You got to remember, UAPB has the #1 receiver, not only in the SWAC. He's like, got to be either 1 or 2 in the FCS with receiving and catching and stuff. Now, the next game, I do got to look UAPB highlights, not that many, but Let's check out UAPB versus Valley. I know y'all like, man, who want to see Valley? Man, hey, not too much on Valley. All right, this was UAPB's homecoming. And it started off UAPB like, let's see, the first minute and 41. All right. UAPB is on the goal line. This is a goal line stance. And this basically sums up Valley's. Well, damn.
People ask me all the time,
Hey,
Chris, if you could only take
well, I
one
tell you,
supplement for the rest of your
internet
life,
ain't
which
shit.
one would it be? The answer is
Still on his feet. As his.
Now, UAPB is old school. You got a guard and a running back pulling. My goodness, man. I ain't seen that in so long. But look, he went misdirection. Right up.
There he goes. That's Higgins.
Now this play right, this play right here, they should have been if Valley would have played defense like this. But that's two players missed. As you can see on the ground, that's two players that has missed this man. Why y'all still aiming at the damn feet? Waste. He still couldn't score. UAPB goal line stands, and this sums up Valley's career. I mean, season. So strong. Third down. They just run on up in you. Well, good job, UAPB. You got them on Valley.
The Lions are in the end zone.
Now Valley was not that sluggish this game. They wasn't that bad. The swing pass got you a little block, got you a little 1 or 2. RPO. Now the running back in the RPO becomes a quarterback's lead blocker. Valley's actually blocking way better. It's just that it's a good little run. Look at that, wide open. Big man he doing right, get his hands up. He wide open over there. RPO. Now, I don't even think UAPB got froze on that one. They was like, hell with it. This Valley, we coming. They ain't get froze or nothing. Quarterback keep. Look at it. Go ahead on, Valley. Look at that. Now this is a great run here. One of the reasons why I want to highlight this is I love to see linemen getting downfield looking for somebody to hit, and then you see this little this little cornerback here. He does not want that smoke from big man. I don't blame you, bro. Look somewhere else. So he did not want that smoke from Big Money. That was great pursuit by the defensive line. Quarterback keeper, look at that. Look at that. Finally on blockers. All right, you on the goal line. You at the 1 yard line. You got your jumbo set in. Them some big dudes, man. Well, slim big dudes. This should be, to me, I don't know why. I mean, you can call that shotgun 1, 2, 3 yards. I'd get right up under the center. How this defense is set up right here, I'd get right up under the center and just push. Basically what you did anyway.
We'll bring up third down.
You couldn't tell Valley nothing right there, man. Valley said we scored. It was 7-7 at that time, man. And then UAPB, which I keep telling people, you got to watch this team. Jackson State, you better not fall asleep on this team. These young men love to score. Time. Nothing there, taking off. Now, will he be able to do that against Jackson State? I don't know. Now, I know if Valley's stopping you running, watch Valley. Get up there.
Mississippi Valley is going to get it.
14-14. I mean, this was not a bad game at all, man. It was just the weather. This was homecoming, but they had some bad weather that came through there. Run for your life. Valley was feeling themselves. Now, this is a problem I can see. Jackson State is not going to try to come up the middle on you like that with their rush. They like to come from them edges. So you better have your edges ready, UAPB. Now you ain't got nobody to throw the ball down there. Now you damn it about to run into your player. Get out. Go. Good little catch. All right, now that was halftime, man. And then nothing really happened again until, yeah. Valley was in this game. That little running back caused UAPB some havoc. Now, if he's running up the three like that, and then on the other side, that's the 4, the 3 and 4 hole like that. Imagine what Herb Mulligan gonna do. Wide open. That's one of the most dangerous passes in the NFL, in college football. Across that middle like that, you lucky he didn't break your back, or this man didn't make you eat your lunch. Valley almost Valley. Oof. Valley thought they had it.
Going to be number 21.
$14-21, and then after that, it just went downhill.
We cannot.
So, stop saying, yeah, that's my girl Kamala. Y'all go vote. But anyway, those was the two games that had really good highlights so far, and as I said earlier, I want to know if anybody knows what Coach Mickey said to earn that $5,000 fine because Grambling got beat by Texas Southern. I would like to know what can you say to a SWAC referee that 99% of SWAC fans haven't said to them? Because that's crazy to me that you would find a coach. I guess it was under some section Article 12 or Section 12 or something, talking about officiating that a coach or something can't do it. But hey, man, horrible as the SWAC officials are, it is what it is, man. These was the rest of the scores. 17-24, 27-19. Yeah, Saturday I went over the highlights from Alabama A&M and Alabama State. The standings. And UAPB will play Jackson State Alabama State versus Alcorn. Alabama State, Alcorn, I will be live streaming the game. The Jackson State and FAMU games is their homecoming. I'm pretty sure they have enough alumni and whatever to be sharing their streams. So that's that game between Alcorn State and Alabama State. If Alabama State dominates Alcorn on the defensive level, I think Jackson State might have a little something to worry about. But as I said, Alabama State is on a 4th-string quarterback. On that schedule, what's this? Homecoming, like I said, for what's it, October 5th? No, it's damn November. My bad, bro. I'm trying to get y'all wrong stuff. It's homecoming. Southern at Alabama A&M. Which Southern gonna show up? If it's the Southern that showed up against FAMU, Alabama A&M gonna do you. Alabama A&M likes to score. They will press the button. That's how they had the many turnovers. Pine Bluff and Jackson State. I think Pine Bluff will score points, but there's no way that they're gonna defeat Jackson State. But don't sleep on Pine Bluff. They're gonna put up some points. Grambling and Bethune. How Grambling is playing, Bethune, you might have a chance. I'm just saying. Fairview versus Valley. Y'all keep laughing. Valley beat Fairview a couple years ago. So y'all keep laughing at Valley. And then the game that I'll be live streaming, Alabama State, Alcorn State. Friday, I'll get my prediction. Hopefully, I can find some more film on them. Texas Southern versus FAMU. Hey, Texas Southern feeling themselves. They just beat Grambling. And so you never know what's gonna happen in the SWAC with a month left of football. Everybody needs a victory. Nobody wants to be defeated. These last 4 games need to be your best 4 games, especially if you in the West. And I say the West more because everybody over in the West has a loss. And you go on a little 2 or 3 game winning streak, you're improving your chances. If you Southern, Alcorn, or even Texas Southern. But if Texas Southern lose against FAM this week, but you never know what's going to happen at West. The East, Jackson State beats UAPB this week. They would need to lose to Valley, which ain't going to happen. And what was that? Alabama State. They would need to lose and Alcorn, which, come on now. So we ain't crazy. So I think it's safe to say if Jackson State wins their next 2 games, it's over with in the East. But the West, you still got a chance. You still got a good opportunity. The stream thing is open. If you got something to say, come on up. My Yankees getting their ass whooped right now. I don't know what's going on. The Yankees need a victory worse than Valley need a victory, and you know that's bad. But I can tell you this: with homecoming coming up, if you decide to go to either homecoming this weekend, Jackson or FAMU, man, folks, y'all see something crazy? I'm not saying go over there and try to stop it. Report that shit. Man, we got to cut this stuff out. Not we, but the HBCU homecoming season has been reported as like being dangerous. Now, I go to homecomings all the time. I'm older, so the sun go down. Hey, I am not pop locking, dropping nothing. All them days of strolling fraternity days. Hey, I got you, bro. I'll look at you. But we got to cut this stuff out. We got to get our stuff right where it used to be. You go to homecoming, family orientated event. At night, the kids go to the hotel, go to sleep. You go out and you have a little good time. Then you come back. We got to go back to that. All this shooting. Come on, man. Bruh. It is what it is, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed those little two sets of highlights. Wednesday, we'll come back. I was going to do the what's the name? The basketball schedule Wednesday. It's just not detailed games, just show you that the schedules are out. And my thing about, before I let you go, the reason why I don't like classics played in other cities. Alabama A&M versus Alabama State just played in Birmingham. Great game, attendance, hotels, food, all that stuff. Magic City Classic Week breaks in over $20 million, or probably more. Ask Alabama State and ask Alabama A&M how much did the city of Birmingham give their college, their university. That's why I don't like those classics being played in other cities. You got 67,000 people there. You got hotel rooms. You got tailgate. You got grocery stores. You got from Dollar General to Walmart. Everybody gets paid except the HBCUs when they go to those schools. I mean, those schools, go to those neutral site stadiums. Same thing with the Bayou Classic. Well, I give you the numbers for the Bayou Classic when it comes up. How ridiculous it is. Me, I would not want to play in those classics unless you're going to give my school at least, and I mean this, at least $5 million. If I'm bringing in 20 or more, because if you ever been to Birmingham, the Magic City Classic, you know the hotels are not cheap. They all just about sold out. You got all these clubs and you got all these concerts. You got all this stuff going on. But when it's time for Alabama A&M and Alabama State to get the check, somebody let me know how much money Alabama State and Alabama A&M received from that classic in Birmingham. I'm not against the schools playing each other. I'm not against them playing in a neutral site. But pay these schools. That Orange Blossom Classic, when they said these schools was getting less than $1 million, or some of them was getting like $1.5 million, no, that's not enough. PWIs, when they go playing them classics at the beginning, whether it's Vegas, Miami, or whatever, I think LSU made $8 million. Now, you can say, well, LSU brought X, Y, and Z. Bruh, 67,000 people is nothing to sneeze at a football game. I don't care who it is. I want to see places like Birmingham that's hosting Magic City say, you come here, we're going to give you $5 million to play. That might make more people come to the game. Because all I see now is cities like Birmingham, Orleans Parish, where I'm from. We're making buku money off Southern and Grambling fans. Birmingham is making money off Alabama A&M, Alabama State fan, and who plays in the Orange Blossom Classic thing, whatever. They making money off them. Trust me, if they only giving these SWAC schools $1 million to come down there, I would tell them to go to hell. It's not worth it. I'm not moving my feet. And $3 million might, but I ain't moving my feet for no million. So folks can get mad at me and tell me I'm a hater. I don't know what I'm talking about, the logistics and this and that. Bottom line is there's no reason for these people to go from Alabama A&M and Alabama State to go give all their money to Birmingham. And then next week, now Alabama State has to travel down to Mobile to the Port City Classic or something like that. How much money are they going to get from going down there? When you could have that same crowd. Alabama State is drawing nice crowds this year. They've actually had a sellout this year. They had over 33,000, I think, for the FAMU game. I believe that was FAMU, or the homecoming game. It was one game they had over 30,000 there. I'm all about keeping that money on campus. I always will tell you, everything that you see that I have has come out of a HBCU bookstore. From the pennants, the football helmets, all that little stuff. I buy straight from the HBCU store. Keep the money at the schools. Mobile is about to make whatever money Mobile is about to make, I guarantee you, Alabama State could have made that same amount of more. Alcorn, I got it. Norman is in the woods, and you got to go X, Y, and Z. I got that. But you have to keep in mind what I'm talking about. Keep the money where the money is. We talk about not being fully funded. I got it. Trust me, I know. If anybody know, I know that Mississippi State, for years, the money that was supposed to go to Alcorn, dirty politicians sent that money to Mississippi State. And other schools go on and on. I can go on and on. But what we got to do, if we got an opportunity to take a chance and keep that money in our campuses, we will be great. That's why I always tell you, if you cannot go to the game, buy two tickets and send people to the game. I do it every week. It ain't that hard. It ain't that expensive. But that's all I have for y'all tonight. I'm sorry to get on my soapbox, but I don't like these classes because I don't think they value the schools well enough. You're making $20 million off us, and we ain't getting nothing in return. Y'all have a good night.